Hello everyone, my name is Rene and I'm the game designer and game developer from Young Wolf Interactive working on Nura's Wish.
Hello, Rene. Nice to have you here on the show. And it's so great that you took off a few minutes from your Gamescom duties to talk to us. So yeah, as you said, you are working currently on a really nice looking game called Nura's Wish. Can you describe it to us?
You play as a cute little red panda that you see from third-person perspective, and you are accompanied by a light that is always floating by your side, and it's illuminating everything around you. The demo starts with the panda standing on top of a stone cliff above a small lake, and the setting is a forest at night. It's very dark and blue. You hear the heavy rain and some wolves howling in the background. What you see in the distance is a huge stone tower at the horizon, and it's glowing in red with rocks circling around it. It just cries for attention and that there's something not right with the world currently. And it's your instinct to immediately go there and investigate what's going on. So that's the journey of Nura's Wish, where it starts. Your goal is, at least in the beginning, to get to this tower that you're seeing on the horizon. And on the way there, you can also see some stone ruins along the way. There are the puzzles that you need to solve along the way to get to the tower.
I've checked out the demo already, and I must say, your game really reminds me of Lost Ember, where you play as a wolf in a mystical world. I think those two games are quite similar. Did Lost Ember maybe inspire you?
So yes, it was definitely an inspiration for us, but maybe not in a way that you might think, because at first, the theme for us, the basic inspiration was just light and darkness. So the gameplay is always at night. It's very dark, but you're carrying the last light on the earth and you're using it in the puzzles. It's your companion, and it's also a big part of the story, which I'm not gonna spoil for you. And that was the basics for us, which you could argue Lost Ember has. Does it have something like that as well? No, I think it was Spirit of the North, which is kind of similar game. But actually, I did not at the time, we did not know that these games existed in the first place. So we started with the mechanics, with the darkness and the light, and also with the puzzles. So it was a very mechanics-driven game. So the mechanics were designed first. And then when we had some very nice puzzle prototypes or proof of concepts, we started to look what the setting will be and who the player will be. And at that point, we knew that we wanted a protagonist that is an animal and very cute, so you can identify with the protagonist. And that's where we started to look for similar games and found Lost Ember and Spirit of the North. So these games are more also where you play an animal, but more focusing on a journey. Yeah, and after we found these games, then we started to look, okay, what are they doing? And they're also great games. And what was inspiring then for us was this great flowy atmosphere where you're just flowing through a level and you can just freely run and jump and have fun and enjoy yourselves. And that is what we also took from these games, and also obviously this having a nice, cute character and the light. But where we are different from them is that we really then have also these puzzles that also add a very interesting layer to the gameplay and uniqueness as well. Yeah.
Rene, is there a moment in your life as an indie developer which is really special to you and which you would like to share?
I will tell two moments, one when we first started with this and one which just happened to me yesterday. So the first moment is actually when I started with game development. I was just for some months working on my own in Unity, programming a little bit, getting familiar with everything. And at that time, I learned about game jams. And I went to my first game jam in Munich, which was the global game jam. And there I did not know anyone. I did not make a game before with anyone, and I did not work in a team. So, and it seemed like everyone was knowing each other. Everyone knew each other. They were all getting together in groups immediately. And I was like, okay, I don't know anyone. Everyone seems to already have a fixed team. And then there was this one table, which was the outsider table. Those were the guys that were like me, like maybe their first game jam, maybe some were coming from different countries and just moved to Munich. So I sat there with them and then we introduced each other. We had the game jam. We had an absolutely amazing time. And we said after the game jam, we need to continue working together. And this is amazing. It's a lot of fun. And here we are, 1.5 years later, we are showing our demo Nura's Wish on Steam. And this became Young Wolf Interactive. So it was Julian, Adrian, Julio, and me. And yeah, we are now absolutely amazing friends and are founding a company, making a game, releasing a game. And it feels amazing to have met these people. And it was on my very first game jam. So that's amazing. And my second cool moment as an indie developer is we contacted someone from Bandai Namco. And well, I'm not going to go into details, but they basically told us that our project looks really good and they love it. And that feedback was just really cool for me because Bandai Namco is a big publisher and they make huge titles like all the Dark Souls stuff and Sekiro. And those are my favorite games. And hearing from someone like them that our game looks really cool and they want to stay in contact and so on just feels amazing.
Amazing stories, really. And I must say, Rene, I admire people who like Dark Souls. It is my favorite game of all time. And I always feel great when I meet people who love this game as well. Your game and Nura's Wish is planned to be released in early 2023. So still some time to go, but we are really looking forward to it and we wish you all the best. And Bandai Namco as a publisher would be truly amazing. Have fun at Gamescom and thanks for your stories.
Thank you very much, Sarah, for inviting me to the Open Indie podcast. You can find us on Steam. Just Google Nura's Wish. We also have a website and also a Twitter and Instagram. It's everywhere Nura's Wish, at Nura's Wish, just spelled together. And you can check our demo out and check us out. Thank you for having me on the Open Indie podcast and see you soon.